Listen on. This is the truth of it. Fighting leads to killing, and killing gets to warring, and that was damn near the death of us all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here.
And we are live, I'm pretty sure, right? It's kind of black screening, I don't know why. Can you guys hear us just in the chat? Sorry. It's kind of like a rush stream today. There we go, okay. Well, anyway, welcome to SLR Tier 3. This is the second round, I guess, I believe, in Baku. And I am Van Beats. I'm joined with Cursed, my co-commentator for today. And I apologize if a lot of things is going to be a little weird because I had to rush for this, but I'm going to try my best here to give you guys some entertaining commentary. Curse is super low. Okay, let me fix that. I'm going to turn him up as high as we can. Curse, say something.
Hello.
Okay, hopefully they let me know if it's all good. So, okay, let's talk about what's going on in quality here. I believe the strategy here is to go mediums to hards, but I think you can also do soft mediums if you are fortunate enough not to lose any wings. And some people may want to qualify up front just so they avoid the carnage. Game and curse is still low. Okay. God damn it. Okay, let me just figure this out. I'm sorry, guys. I've been having issues for like a week now. I just need to figure it out real quick.
Mr. First McCormack asking what's the odds of Grosjean's getting a podium. I think it's 100%. You lose money if you bet on Grosjean's because it's just like the most likely outcome.
Okay, so let me know if you guys hear him better now. We hear Curse, okay.
Epic. I have returned to the land of the living.
Gotta turn up the game now.
I mean, the optimal strategy would probably be a medium to hard. You can do soft hard, but it's a bit monk-ass on the tires. They get a bit worn in soft to do in the opening extent. But there is quite a few people on soft tires right now. So,
yep,
we
and
might force the medium runners onto the soft tires.
Still waiting for people to finish their hot laps here. We have both alphas right next to each other on their out laps, or no, hot laps. And it looks like Mosey or Mossy might be a little bit faster as he's catching up to his teammate. And also the game is also kind of laggy. I don't know why. I'm disappointed. That's definitely gonna screw up the stream a little bit. And we're seeing already some yellow flags pop up. Oh, and Mozzie just hits the castle wall just a little bit, and his teammate also looks like he messed up. So both of them are probably scrubbing their hot laps here. And oh, we already see Jelly Melly crash into the wall here. And that's going to allow X-Pulse to get past him, I believe. You can see him in the background there.
Monka. Yeah, Jelly...
Oh, and Jelly gets a... What happened there with Grosjean? Where is he?
So, yeah, Grosjean was coming on a hard lap, I think. And then, who was it again? It was Jelly Melly that reversed into Grosjean's, and then, because of the collision.
Oh, and now he's going to start 5 places back, so he's definitely going to try using the softs, I guess, to push himself as high as possible here. And I actually can't see if Grosjean has any damage. It looks like he does. You guys can see on the bottom left here. And Jelly Molly actually just retired, so he just says screw it. Oh, and we have Tupaka, who also is spawned, and I believe it's also Hoopy right behind him. Wow, so a lot of mistakes going on in this qualifying session right now. This guy has no wing right here, Hoppy. Or Hoopy, I don't know. He's letting people pass now. Oh, what the hell? We see another McLaren, Philo Kittis. Also, hitting the wall here. You know who hasn't hit the wall yet? Our first ever female driver. So, come on, boys.
Clearly the most talented driver on this grid.
I agree, honestly. And let's stay on board of her as she's coming to end her hot lap here. Bugs takes the pole position at the moment on the softs. Just a tad bit faster than Satoshi. And Limitrix gets up to 8th. Not too bad. And we see Crimnosian, he's catching up with a Renault here. I don't know why he's getting so close unless he's coming into the pits. Which I think he is. Neon Rays right behind him. He hasn't set his lap yet, but he almost messes up the turn here. He does lose it a little bit. It's going to cost him quite a bit of time. And he's also slowing down coming up into the straight. So he's definitely not going to have the best time. At the moment, we see Philoctis. I don't know, I'm really bad at Greek names, I'm sorry guys, but here we can see him. I believe he's going to finish a hot lap. He may go back into the pits. I don't remember how far back that incident was with him hitting the wall, but let's watch him. Is the stream laggy for you guys? Because my game is kind of like choppy, but I know sometimes the stream also isn't choppy when my game is. It's hard to tell. Yep, he's going into the pits here. Let's see if we can catch anyone else on a hot lap. A lot of people are back into the pits. We see Dump Truck going past the castle section on hards. Him and his Toro Rosso teammate both in 3rd and 4th. That's pretty good for them. We're seeing now another yellow flag here. Let's see if we can find out where that was. Oh, and another one in Sector 2. But we don't see anything at the moment. So right now it looks like both Toro Rossos are in a very nice position with the hards and mediums. Only a couple people have used the softs to get into the top 10. And some people, or half the grid actually hasn't even set a time yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. There's 10 minutes left, so a lot of time. And this dump truck improve, he does. He gets past his teammate just by barely 100th, or attempts. And let's see. Who else we got here? We have Legion. I don't think he raced in China. Maybe he did. I'm just trying to remember. I think he did actually, but he's in the Ferrari at the moment on his hot lap in sector, I believe this is the end of 2. Game audio is still very low. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I don't know, my whole PC is kind of just killing itself at the moment with 100 CPU. Let's see if I can fix that in the task manager. Oh, I think I found the problem. That may help things, I'm not too sure. And I don't know why it's not telling me how much input my microphone is getting. I'm just gonna try turning up the volume here. Okay, wait, let me see if I can fix the mic, boys. Just gonna play around with the buttons here. Is the game better though?
Oh,
Oh, we see X-Pools get knocked out. Don't know where. We can't see him anywhere.
and we was just coming up to well, the penultimate actual corner, and he just kind of drove into the wall, it seems, and he lost his tire.
Yep, and we see Tupac also, he's crashed out a little bit. Better, not good. Ah, you guys are killing me. I'm so sorry. I mean, I've had this issue on the last commentary stream I did on Sunday, and don't know what the cause is, really. And Tupac's engine is bugging out. So we'll just skip him because that's really annoying. Hoopy, he's gonna do his hot lap now. He still has to set a time. Both Mercedes at the back at the moment. X-Pools is knocked out. He won't be starting last though. Yeah, it looks like the game is fine now, hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna try fixing this next week because we are streaming on YouTube, which is different from what I normally do. So I'll try figuring out the things to make the bitrate much better. And that could also be causing the mic issues, I'm not too sure. But here comes Hoopy, he's gonna cross the line here unless he goes into the pits. No, he doesn't. Let's see what time he sets. He sets himself into 8th place on the hards, not bad at all. And I believe someone just passed, I think that was Crimsonian, picking up 2nd place. Stealing it away from Satoshi, who also just crossed the line and does not improve. We have JC coming up now into the 3rd sector. He's on the medium, so he should definitely get past his teammate. Jensen, I really hope CBT isn't what I think it is. Just saying. Gotta keep it PG in the chat.
We do. It's a family-friendly chat for all people.
Yep, and JC goes into bits. So we're 5 minutes left. Quite a few incidents, like with driver error, going on. Philokaitis going back into the pits again. And Grosjean and Tupac still need to set a time here. Tupac is coming out of the pits now. On softs, he's gonna get ready now. Not to hopefully screw up anymore. And oh, he already does. I don't know what he's doing here. He just parks it in the first turn. He hasn't even gone for the first turn successfully in his green helmet there. And we see some movement again. I don't know actually who moved up and down. I think it may have been Legion or something. Or no, I don't know. I completely missed it.
Come on. One of the cars on track has moved up the timetable.
I'm trying to keep the track of that, but completely lost it. So I wonder if Grosjean will exit the pit anytime soon. There's only 5 minutes left. And if you're going to get out of the pits, it's going to happen now because you won't have enough time to do the full out lap again and a hot lap. And actually, speaking of that, he is coming out. His teammates right behind him. Hopefully they don't bump into each other. And they're both here going to try to improve on their times. Hopefully Fortune gives them some space. This is indeed a hard track with no ABS, I can confirm. It's very difficult. A lot of these drivers, I'm not sure who has what kind of assists. I know from reading the chat, Satoshi has ABS on, I think. Everyone else, I have no idea. But I would assume a lot of people have ABS on. I'm not too sure though. Let's see if we can catch some hot laps here. Legion on the hards. He's in 10th and he's now on the medium, so he's looking to improve himself just a little bit more. Pick up a couple spots here as he comes near the castle section. And we're seeing another yellow flag in sector 1, but I don't want to look for that.
No, it was Tupac who half spawned into the wall.
Again.
He only got some wing damage luckily for him, so he's able to continue. But he might not have enough time for a hot lap.
What are the odds on the lap 1 safety car after the castle section? Honestly, knowing this game, nothing. There is no odds. Every car could be stopped on the track, nothing would happen. But sometimes just the lightest little crash can cause it too. But you know, we're gonna find out in like 3 minutes anyway, so stay tuned for that. I mean, we already see a whole bunch of people making mistakes in quali, so you can only expect way more once the race begins and other drivers are super close to each other. We'll definitely be looking at Tupac here, who's already like messed up every single time. No offense. Happens. I'm probably gonna do the same thing tomorrow. Not gonna lie. Oh, and I think Legion actually tapped the wall here, but he actually did improve by 3 spots, so he's now in 7th, not a bad position to be on the mediums. Dump Truck, I think he's the one who's benefiting the most at the moment. 4th place on hards. And I believe, I don't know how much or how long the softs can go on this track before they die out. I think it's like a 6 or 7 laps. And he's
something like that, I'd imagine, yeah.
So you're gonna have to hope that the top 3 here get the best of starts and don't lose any wing damage coming into the first turns. Very dangerous here, and let's see if we can catch Grosjean here, a fan favorite from what I can see. He's gonna end up finishing his first hot lap of the night. Here he comes on the hards. And Grosjean grabs 4th position on softs. So that's pretty good for him. And the last person we can only really see is Philo Test. I'm 100% gonna butcher that name every time, by the way.
The funny Greek man, I think, is the objectively right pronunciation.
But he's on the mediums here. There is a yellow flag in front of him. Actually, nope, it's gone now. So he should have a clear run going into the finish line here. Tombus joins. I don't know who that is. I don't know if he's a driver. I don't recognize that name at all. And Tupac is also on another. Wait, these are on the outlaps. Oh no. Tupac is not going to make it to the line.
Nope.
Velo will, for sure. But I don't know why Tupac went out. Because I know the game warns you saying you won't make it. So unless he's trying to get that little inch of practice left on like a turn.
Yeah. And that's Fortune Hunter, who I think has half spawned just after the castle section.
Philo takes up 5th position on the mediums. Very impressive by him. And you said who? Fortune Hunter?
Yeah, he's half spun just after the castle section. His lap is no longer fast boy. And Satoshi also took pole position by 200s.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. Wow. So it looks like we're gonna have a pretty heavy battle in the top 4 at the moment. Anything can happen in Baku. We have one person who qualified on the hards, I think, at the moment, and the top 10, Dump Truck. He's gonna finish another lap before quali ends. Will he improve? I don't know. There's a Ferrari behind him, and is it Fugs? Let's see. Yep. And these two are now going to be fighting get past the line, and Fugs will have that slipstream to work with, and Dump Truck is just going to let him go. So now it's just up to Fugs now. Will he take back pole position? He just has to go straight, no messing up. And he does take pole position by a incredible amount of time.
Yeah, it's quite a big margin over
Pilo's
No,
going
just
slow.
below half a second. But yeah, decent job from him.
Neon Race is about to pass the line here. He's in 6th at the moment. He maybe can improve himself to 1 more position. Unless he gains a lot of speed here. And he doesn't. And now we're just going to wait for Philo, who I believe doesn't have fuel. You know, he should retire, but I don't think he will. So as we slowly watch him enter the pits, it's going to be an interesting race coming up here. Let's hope for some rain. Not really.
If we get some rain, we can have the record 17 safety cars in one race.
A safety car might come out if it rains. Please retire. Nah, there's only 25 seconds left, it's fine. So again, to go over, Bugs takes pole, Satoshi right behind him, Crimson behind Satoshi, Gross Sheen's in 4th, Philo in 5th, Neon's in 6th, JC 7th, Dump Truck in 8th, Mozzie in 9th, and Legion in 10th, No Frets 11th, Limitrix 12th, Hoopy 13th, and I don't know who actually is behind them. I think that was Fortune Hunter in 14th. We'll look again when the screen pops up in just a second. It's Tupaka in 15th and Jelly and X-Full right behind them. Didn't set a time. Let's look at the race director real quick and see some of these incidents we have here. We got a couple of pit lane exits, penalties because they crossed the white lines. You can see a DNF from X-Fulls here. So yeah, a lot of people crossed the line apparently in lap 1.
They do be crossing the line, it seems.
It is kind of hard in this track because it's like right in front of you once you take control. You can definitely miss it if you're not paying attention, for sure. And here we go. I'm excited to see how lap 1 castle ends up being. Now we're just going to wait for the players to get ready. Hopefully no one alt-tabbed. Hopefully no lobby issues, no race issues, no Steam. Nothing of that tonight.
And before we have China 2 Electric Boogaloo.
We're still waiting. I don't know if this is like the race starting ready or if it's like loading into the lobby ready. Because I think, wouldn't there be a timer by now?
Yeah, I think there's a timer usually. Oh, there it is. So I guess we are starting after a bit of
Oh, here we
downtime.
go. So 20 seconds until we begin formation lap and then the race will begin. Just want to give a shout out to all the viewers. Y'all make this super fun to do. And here starts the formation lap and quite a few. And here we go. Oh, there's a lot of ghosting. I don't know why, but it's fine. Bugs will lead us coming into the formation lap here. Let's open up some of these things. Hopefully no one crashes in the formation lap. That'd be kind of embarrassing. Tombus has left the session, so I don't know who this guy is. Does anyone know who he is? Because now he's going to be in the race as AI.
He's just chilling, I guess. Just vibing.
Alright, anyone who gets overtaken by this guy, we're kicking you
Especially
out.
submit your retirement form to Ocean Chief.
And actually, I don't know why I'm watching this guy. My bad, guys. Let's see everyone go through castle. That'll be fun. Oh, terrible view. Here we go. Will we see any mistakes coming in? Looks like it's all good. Oh, actually, oh my god. What the hell? How many drivers are in the line at the moment?
I've counted 8.
Yeah.
I was just having a look because I went on board with Jerry Malley who got
Oh, you guys.
about to cook that a while ago, and I was there's quite a few cars on the grid, aren't there?
Hope you guys are enjoying this view of the steward or whatever. Security guard, I don't know. A little better view, I guess. I'm sorry, formation laps are kind of boring. I don't know what to talk about during them. But here we come. Fugs is making his way now, downtown, driving fast.
Human. We can now watch tires get warmer. My favorite part of the formation lap.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
And ghosting between Satoshi and Fug somehow, which doesn't make sense. I wonder what happened with all these people back on the grid. Wasn't paying attention, I was watching Tom this. God damn it.
Guess we will never know.
Anyway, so looks like we're about to start. Oh, this is a really cool camera angle here, but here we go. We're almost 5 lights into Baku. And oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Everyone starts going, we have a good start by Alfa Romero here. He's now pulling himself in the second place. Suggs still taking the lead over here. Everyone, turn 1 seems to be pretty well done. Turn 2 is the real killer though. And we are seeing, oh, and we're already seeing some bumps here to the Toro Rossos. 3 people going wide here. Some ghosting is happening as well. Crimson doing a really good job. He's still in second place. Fugs actually building already a 1 second gap coming into turn 4. And we are seeing some movement between the midfield at the moment. So we're coming into sector 2 now. Everyone's taking it so far, so good. And let's see how the castle section goes here. We have Grosjean, who's gained a position on Neon. And now they're going to be very close coming into the castle here. Everyone actually so far doing really good. No major incidents.
Oh, and Hoppy hits the wall in the castle section.
Yep, and Hoppy is now sitting in last position as he bumps into the castle section. So far in the top 10, we have not seen any anything too major, which is nice to see. Very clean driving. You love to see it. Grosjean, he's making his way back up the field. He is behind Theolocus, and we are seeing Satoshi just right now past Crimson. And Grosjean goes side by side with Philo. He takes the position coming into turn 1 here. Everyone's so close together here. Crimson actually takes second place back. So it seems like it's a little fight between Satoshi and Crimson as Fugs just runs away with it. He's almost on a 3-second gap over there, and it's only lap 2. Ooh, and they Crimson kind of almost pushes Satoshi a little bit wide here. There's a very close battle at the moment for second place.
Oh, Tupac spins and hits the wall out of turn 3.
A little bit unexpected from his quality though. Yeah, and this you can see Pugs. He's just running away now with the lead. And we're seeing some yellow flags now in sector 2.
And then
Oh, what's
Yeah,
going on here?
Toxa spun out, and then he got hit by. He got hit by Crimsonium, I think it was.
Whoa, and who's that in the Ferrari, folks? This kind of pushes Neon Race into the wall here. Let's pull out on the replay.
A lot of carnage here as well.
We need to go ahead and see that again, because that looked very bad.
Yeah.
Hopefully the replay button actually worked here. And you guys can see Fugs again just kind of punting it into the wall here. It's a little behind though. Don't know what he was doing there, honestly. He may have been a little bit tilted from the fact that he just lost the lead. It's a little bit of a commentator's curse with me, honestly. Every time I seem to talk about the person in lead, they seem to mess up from other streams I do. So I apologize, Fugs. Maybe I won't talk about Satoshi, you know.
Van Beats just physically murdered a man.
Grosjean, though, doing a good job now. He's in second position. He's going to be fighting with Satoshi now for the lead. Let's see, we have Philo right behind them as well on the medium. So he's actually going to be benefiting a lot in a couple laps here. And we're actually seeing, like, what, 6 people pitting right now? Wow. And that's all from, I believe, Fugs spinning out is what causing these people to pit. And everyone's coming on to their hard mediums now. And let's see if we can catch any battles here. The female driver, Limitrix, is in 8th at the moment. Not bad. She is going to catch up to No Frets in the Williams. And let's see. The gaps are starting to form. Grosjean is still quite a bit away from Satoshi. But he will have the DRS to assist him. Let's see what he does coming up into here. He is losing a little bit of time, but he should gain it back. He does have quite a bit of ERS to help him out as well. It won't be enough though, I think, as Satoshi takes the fastest lap at the moment. And we'll catch up with him in a bit. Let's look ahead at Fugs now, who was leading the race, but now he's on medium, or no, hards. I believe he's going to plan on ending on hards. I think you can do it. It's only 26 laps. And Tombus actually, okay, I don't know who Tombus is, but I think he's still ghosted. He's somehow in 8th place. So right now we have an AI who's doing pretty good. I think that's an AI. I don't know. It's still ghosted, so we'll see here. But we're seeing quite a bit of movement in the midfield. We got 3 drivers here: JC, Jelly Melly, and Neon's fighting. And Neon's kind of taps JC, and now he's gonna lose almost 2 positions now. And he actually does.
Man, you're.
Ooh, and
Let's go around the outside of Jelly Melly, but he
gets that lock up.
But now, better contact with JC and Jelly Melly as JC goes back for the move.
Yep, we're seeing a lot of contact now. This is not the best circuit for wheel-to-wheel action in the middle sector, at least. And oh, nope, he's good, he's good. JC is still doing pretty okay. As they are also. Oh, and Neon almost breaks his wings a little bit.
Oh, and he clips to what was rear tires and spins out.
And there goes Neon's Ray's fight for points at the moment. He was on the hards too, so that just sucks. And he's going backwards on track at the moment. I don't know if he's going to get disqualified. He probably will if he doesn't end up getting out of the way. And what is he doing? It looks like he's getting in front of the castle section. Nope, okay, he's good. He's going to allow Matrix to pass. And we can see here, let's look up if Grosjean, see what he does. Neon Rays retires from the session. Understandable. It's a lot to get tilted here.
His car is to go back, by the way.
What?
He parked in the escape road and his car decided to go backwards onto the drag. It is current sideways.
God damn it, Cody's. Grosjean still not enough to catch up with Satoshi at the moment. And we are seeing more places being swapped in the midfield here. Fugs now, he's back in 10th in the points. Crimson right behind him. 2 pits from JC and Jelly Melly, which means they must have had some kind of contact when we weren't watching them. And Jelly Melly exit the pit and last. He's gonna have some work to do if he wants to get any points here. Dump Truck is the... Other than Fugs, he's on hards on top 5. But he will have to pit eventually. I think he's gonna go for mediums later on. But it looks like he's catching up to Mozzie, who's also on the mediums. So he'll get past him. So the higher he goes, the more advantage he's gonna have here, which he's gonna like. More gaps are just kind of filling up here. We'll just stay on board with Dump Truck, see how he gets past Mozzie. He's gonna go on the outside coming into turn 1 here. Looks all good.
Oh, and they make a little bit kind of Mozzie almost spins out. He saves it though. You might have some light damage on his wing, but it looks fine. Might have gotten away with it with just losing a bit of time on the position.
And actually looking at the infographic, yep, Mozzie does have some wing damage, so it's going to affect him a little bit. And let's see, a lot of gaps now. Closest gap we see is Hoopy and JC. Hoopy is on the soft, so he's going to go for I believe 2 more stops now. I don't remember what it was.
Passing Elementrix now to the ARS, and he's gone past Elementrix without much of a struggle.
That indeed, and we're seeing 2 pits from Tupaka and Crimson. They're gonna switch to the hards. So at the moment, everyone has at least a second gap between everyone. Philo Geddes is catching up to Grosjeans on the mediums because the softs should right now be very worn out, or close to it at least. Crimson's second pit stop as well. Yep, so he's gonna have to hope that he doesn't get any more, otherwise he can just consider this race pretty much done. Though he will have some time to overtake with those hards when everyone else starts spinning. And we see Grosjean's actually pit in lap 7 onto the hards. He's gonna be ending his race on that if he doesn't take any wing damage that could really affect him. And right behind him, No Frets is coming in, and he should be able to pass him, but Grosjean should take the position quite soon. Does have DRS, and I think he's gonna make the move now. Nope. Just play this safe for a little bit. Last thing you want to do is ruin your wing right when you get out of the pits. Let's see what Hoopy's up to as he's on the softs here. He gets past Limitrix with ease. He is on the softs, so that is expected here. And Oliver 13 has joined. I don't know who that is. Very interesting name. And Fugs picks up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. That's going to hurt him a little bit, but he does have an 18-second gap between 11th, so he should be okay right now. We'll just have to see how the grid evolves when everyone starts spinning, and oh my god, Fugs just hits the castle wall and he loses his wing. He's out of the race. Very unfortunate from him. Wow. Okay. So that 3-second time penalty does not matter anymore. And here we go. We see Satoshi pitting. Philo's going to take the lead on the mediums at the moment. Dump Truck gets past Satoshi as well, and so does Mozzie. And Legion will also. So Grosjean, will he get past, or close to Satoshi from the undercut here? He does get past No Frets, and actually, nope. Satoshi's still going to be ending up in the lead at the moment. Wasn't enough for Grosjean to get past him. He could have been battling with No Frets, so that could have been also the reason here. We see a Sector 2 yellow flag. I don't know who hit each other. It looks all good. Must have been a light bump here as Tombus, he's fighting with Fortune Hunter. Not really though, it's an AI. And Tupaka ends up retiring from the race. That's our 4th retire tonight. I don't know where, it looks like Sector 2, so I would believe the castle section if we can like find it, but it's really difficult. Just want to shout out Tombus is in 9th, by the way.
I've been asked by Mr. Forrest McCormack what my opinion is on Fado bars being 40 cents, and I think it's absolutely whack. Bring back, what was it, like 5p? SMH, we need 5p. And Mr. Bob also wants to know what was my recent flavor of crisps, which I believe would have been prawn cocktail. Objectively the best crisp flavor, my final message. I was about to say we've got Thomas on the back of Fortune Hunter, and I realized Mr. Thomas is not actually in this session.
Yeah. Is this position going to be counted, or is Hoppy going to take the 10th position? I don't know. I will say this AI has done a pretty good job. I don't think he's been in any incidents. The cleanest driver on the grid. And we see no frets pit. Oh, he's pitting with 7-lap year-old 7-lap mediums. He must have wing damage. Yep, he does. Looking at the infographic there. So let's see what he swaps into.
The wing changer. He must have picked up some damage early on.
Could have been the fight with Grosjean. Who knows?
Yep.
He's gonna switch to hards. Smart move. Crimson will get past whoever's going into the pit, which is going to be Hoopy. And something I just noticed, Fortune Hunter is on 7 lap-old softs, so surprisingly he's not struggling from what I can see. Though it looks like his rear tires are kind of dying out here. He will have to pit eventually. And when he does, I think he'll be coming out in around the 9th position. And we're just going to look for anything interesting happening on. This is kind of like quiet time of the race until more pit stops happen for the hard and medium people. A lot of gaps forming right now. Top 6 seems pretty secure at the moment with a 17-second gap between 6 and 7. And you can see 10th and 11th having a little bit of a gap as well. So we're just gonna wait here. Mozzie goes into the pits with mediums as well. Definitely from wing damage. Or actually, is it? Oh yeah. Took a little bit to update.
Yeah, there's not seeing very much close racing at this point in the race, unfortunately. Most of the guys with a good few seconds between them.
Yep, we're gonna have to wait until some of the top people start pitting on their mediums to see a little bit some action. Ooh, and Jelly Melly retires. I think that was in Sector 2. I don't know who that guy is. I don't remember him joining.
Well, he's here now. Well, not anymore, but he was here. I think Jelly Melly died in Little S's at the end of the track. It's kind of unlucky. These things may happen, as Mr. Zbinotto would say.
So we have 5 DNFs. I predicted at least 5. I believe Cursed, you predicted 10.
At least 10, yeah.
So
Just double the number. See, we've got double the laps left, so it will double the number of DNFs.
Yep, so far I believe every 2 laps there's been a DNF so far, so we're on lap 11, so I mean, let's see what happens in lap 12. And Legion pits on his mediums. He's gonna be swapping to hards. So I think around this is like when you would lap, or not lap, pit with the mediums. So I think Fila will be coming in soon. Unless he's happy with this tire wear. And I can just check that real quick if it updates. Which I don't think it
imagine
is.
Probably most likely this or next lap, I'd guess. Probably the most optimal time to pit. He's really losing more time to the guys on fresh tires at this point.
Yeah, dump truck is kind of catching up too, even though he's on hards, the same lap old hards as well. He's slowly creeping his way up there. There's a lot of gaps at the moment. Pretty expected though in Baku with the whole bunch of wings missing and pit stops people have to make.
And that's Philo in the pits for his hard set, and dump truck takes the lead for now. We got Tashi in the realistic net lead at the moment, but there is quite a gap, I think, to dump truck. I think it's around 11 or so seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if dump truck does come back in this race to get the win. Very much good.
It's 8 seconds for Tatashi and then 10 after Grosjean, so dump truck when he pits, he definitely won't be in first, but he has a good possibility of fighting with John when he comes out. And he'll be on the softer compound, so that'll be an interesting thing to watch once that happens. The gaps are forming. No Freds is finally catching up back to the AI Tombus. Speaking of it, I don't think Tombus has pit yet either.
He hasn't?
Nope, I mean the AI is kind of better at tire wear, I would believe, right? Not sure. I don't even think we can see his telemetry. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think we can see his tire wear, but we'd probably see the AI pitting shortly. No threats will get past him with ease since he's ghosting. No issue.
No stress with the pass of the century.
Yep.
And I think he might have tickled the outside wall in the castle section, but he might have gotten away with it.
Yeah, I saw that as well. JC is creeping behind him though. Just around 2 seconds behind him.
Yeah, I'd guess he might have to pit again though, because he's on 7 lap old mediums.
Yeah, he definitely will. I don't know if the mediums were the best choice unless he plans on going back to softs. Or if he ends up pitting like in the next few laps for another pair of mediums. But who knows, maybe he wants to take him all the way. And dump truck still has not pitted lap 12 on his hards. I think he has like at least 2 or 3 more laps left in him until it's like the most optimal time to pit. Well, let's not talk about dump truck because commentators curse. We're just looking for
some people from hitting the wall. I think really the closest battle we've got right now is JC and no treads, and JC is on 2nd and 2 turns behind. He's creeping up on him. The movement.
He is, and we'll just watch how that evolves for the next 2 laps. Unfortunately, they don't have that really cool feature that real life has where they can see how long it takes for another driver to catch up. I wish we could see that though.
Hmm.
If you know what I'm talking about, the little graphic. Oh, sector 3 yellow flag. Looks all good though. Damn it. I think it's been 4 laps now with no DNFs, so it looks like everyone's finally taking it easy. Mozzie picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's on his hards, which means that must have been him with the yellow flag. He's gonna have to repair his wing. He's gonna be ending up dropping some spots now. He's getting a new pair of mediums here. And here comes No Frets and JC past him. Tombus finally pits. The AI decided it's time. And it looks like Mozzie will be okay in the clear. He's only lost 2 positions. And he still has JC to pit in front of him. So he can potentially just gain 1 more at the moment. But JC's finally catching up to No Frets. The closest battle we've seen in the past couple of laps is starting to begin now. Let's see what happens as they come into Sector 2. Will there be any moves involved?
JC's eager, but I don't think he can do it just here. But yeah, he makes a mistake and gets him past cleanly.
Don't know what happened with No Frets there. He wasn't really being pressured. But that's going to be an easy move for JC, and he should get the gap now. Because I believe No Frets might have damage. Let's go ahead and see. I don't think he actually does. So that's lucky by No Frets. Well, I hope you enjoyed that half lap battle. Okay, let's see. I mean, yeah, these guys are the only ones close enough to each other right now. Just to worth watching at the moment. Doesn't seem like Grosjean's is gonna make up the time to catch to Satoshi here. He's fallen almost 7 seconds behind him. But Philo is actually catching up to Grosjean, so we may have to watch that as it evolves during the race. There's only 11 laps left. Still a lot of time for anything to happen. A lot of people could start losing focus. And on this kind of track, it's not one where you just want to lose focus on easily. One mistake and it can ruin your whole race. Yep, but pretty much nothing is going on at the moment. We're back into that slow time of the race at the moment. Nothing real much going on. In-game crowd seems to be loving this race though.
They do. And they just love seeing the cars go zoom, I suppose. We had some interesting first half of the race. It was pretty interesting. We had some crashes, some action, but some yellow flags. Not sure who.
I mean, I know we advertised this as the Thunderdome, but these drivers have done a pretty excellent job of staying away from any major incidents.
Yep. That is true. Driving very well. Majority of them anyway.
Especially on Baku. The whole castle section. Of course, we do have 5 DNFs, but those are mainly from driver mistakes. From what we could tell, at least. Sometimes the worst enemy is just yourself. But here we go. We finally see some little bit of gaps closing in. Crimson is catching up to Fortune, who's on the older tire actually, and Fortune messes up the turn 2. He's now going to have an awkward line that's going to make Crimson catch up to him even quicker now. Crimson doing a pretty good job with his line, having a really clean exit. He's now very close to Fortune. He should get the move done if he plays it safely around the straight. Unless he sees a really good opportunity somewhere else. Oh, and he spins him into the wall. Wow, okay. I don't know if that was an aggressive move by him. It kind of feels like it is a little bit. I mean, I feel like he could have just waited for a better opportunity there. If I was Fortune, I would not be too happy with that. Because now he's in 10th position, losing a big chunk of his wing there. If we can see on the info, yep, it's completely red. He's going to have to pit. He's going to end up losing his top 10 spot to at least Tombus here, but depending on how the admins want to judge Tombus's performance, he might just still get that 1 point.
Yeah.
Not too sure. Oh, but he's now struggling really hard. That broken wing is not going to help him out. AI is catching up very quickly. I wonder if he'll... No. I was going to say he might go on the softs, but it can't last like 10 laps. Unless he thinks he can do it, I don't know. And Mozzie is also catching up somewhat, no threat. Under a second now. Let's see if he'll do the same thing as his teammate and punt him into the wall in the same area.
So you don't have to attempt an overtake if there's no car to overtake. It's a big brain.
Those are facts. And you know, we kind of missed it, but Dump Truck did pit a lap ago.
Yep.
And Satoshi is now in the lead with a 8-second gap. And Philo is... Modesty, what's going on? Oh yeah, he is catching up now to no threats on the straight.
Have some DRS now. Maybe could get the move done with the slipstream on DRS.
He doesn't have a lot of ERS, but I don't think it'll matter. Maybe, yep, it won't. He's gonna make the move done. Oh, and they tap.
A little bit of contact and... Yeah, Mossy caught it well and he stays ahead.
Doesn't look like any wing damage
sure
for both drivers. Yeah, I had a really bad angle there coming into that.
Yeah, Notra's almost hit the wall as well after that touch, going really wide.
And we must have missed something with JC because he just pit as well, and it's on to I believe these are older mediums because it says 2 laps, so he's run out of tires to switch to.
Yeah. Probably not the most uncommon sight to see around Baku. Mr. Chief in the chat roasting my commentating because I'm not talking over. I don't think there's much commentate over a car going on a straight by itself, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately there's not much going on. Dump Truck picks up the fastest lap though, with a 43.3, I think. I didn't see it actually all the way.
Yeah, I think it was 43.3.
Where's the fastest lap here? Yep, 33.4 actually, but still, he'll get that extra point if no one else steals it from him. And let's look at the stops real quick. So, top 5 all have stopped at least once. Mozzie's 2, no frets with 1. Crimson of 2. So JC and Fortune take up the most stops with 3, which is actually quite low for Baku, some would say. What else information can we see here that's interesting? Not much really. Looks like the person who's gained the most is the AI of Tombus. We gained 8 positions. Legion gained
Leaders now
5.
lapping Elementrix, and Dump Truck is right on the back of Philo.
Yep, I see that as well. Oh, he's definitely gonna get that position if all stays well for him on those mediums.
He's right on his back. He's gonna have got a handful of ERS to work with here. And gonna have the ERS and Slipstream going down to turn 1, so he must get the move done without major issues anyway.
Let's see, does he have a lot of ERS? He kind of has half of it a little bit. The move will be easily done for him. He takes up another fastest lap here, 42.7. It's going to be hard for anyone else to recapture that, and Fortune Hunter does pick up a position against Hoppy here. Lamentrix pits for softs for the last 6 laps.
Yeah, I think Dump Truck is on for a P2 here. I'm not sure if we can catch 2 seconds a lap to get to Satoshi.
Yeah, but he's definitely, if all goes well for him, he keeps consistent for the next 6 laps here, he can catch up to Grosjean.
Yep. And basically passing Crimsonium in turn 1, which happened just there. And
Ooh. Crimson messing up his castle exit, causing them now to be 2 seconds behind JC. He is on the very old hard, so I don't think he can catch up because he's going to be on those mediums. And let's see, Dump Truck is definitely going to catch up to Grosjean anytime now. So we're going to have to see how that evolves during the final few laps here. We see Legion goes for the pit stop. He's switching his wing, and he's still staying 7th though, so I guess he's gonna be fine with that. Don't think he can catch up to No Frets in time for 6th. But here we go, let's stay on board with Dump Truck. Can he gain the 2nd position? Those 18 points plus the fastest lap, very valuable in these early stages here.
Nope.
And the gap is finally almost near under a second. Don't think he'll have the DRS. Obviously. How much DRS does he have though? Not that much. He's gonna have to try saving a little bit if he wants to actually make the move done in time. Unless he just thinks he can get the exits better out of these corners. He does finally get under the 1 second mark here despite Tad. He might have it here now coming into this DRS zone, which I don't think he actually did get. Oh no, he did. I can see it in the mirror. And this is a really bad camera angle, Jesus. But here we go, yep, he's gonna catch up now. Grosjean's gonna have some battling to do with his 15 lap old hards, and we do see 2 yellow flags in sector 1 and 2, but no positional change at the moment.
Yeah, it was Hoopy who lost it just after the sector 1 split into the left-right chicane. Doesn't lose too much. Oh, he locks up again and
oh yeah,
section.
Yep, just saw that here. And Dump Truck actually picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I don't know how that's going to affect the race so far. I don't know if Grosjean has any penalties, but at the moment we can at least say that Grosjean might just be keeping that second position after all. What a turn of events.
Yeah, Grosjean has no penalties at the moment. He's got 2 warnings from lap 1, which might collision warnings, but he's got no penalties.
Yep. I wonder if Dump Truck will just slow down now and just be like, okay, there's no point in trying to chase after him anymore. I don't know. Philo is 4 seconds behind, or 3. And he can even make a comeback now, because if he catches up a little bit even more, Dump Truck will just move down to 4th. He has to be careful, Dump Truck. And JC picks up a 5-second penalty for exceeding the track limits. He actually only go down? Yeah, he will. Unless Crimson has his own penalties, he will go down by 1. And Dump Truck should get this move done at the end of the lap on the straight.
And Dumper making a bit of contact with the wall. Maybe go away with him, but probably gonna get the move done on Grosjean onto his main straight.
Definitely will.
It is likely that Grosjean will keep the P2 because of the. On Mossy losing the castle section
Mossy
and
has
loses,
lost it.
I think 2 positions, or at least 1 to no threats anyway. I think it was only 1, but he's probably got wing damage too.
Dump Truck gets the move done. And I'm just trying to see something. No Threats has moved up 6 spots since the beginning of the race. He's done a really excellent job this race, honestly. So is Dump Truck as well. Satoshi also very good. 10-second gap ever since Fugs has lost it in the early stages. Grosjean is following back, but as long as he doesn't fall back the 3-second gap, he should be fine. I believe Philo is way too down far behind for it to make a difference. Mossy heads into the pits, which is kind of risky. I don't know why you do that with only 2. And he picks up a 5-second time penalty. Why? I don't know why he'd go to the pits unless there's some serious damage there. Actually, let me look at this fit. Okay, never mind. There is actually serious damage. Wow. I don't know. Is it worth it though? Even if you have like red.
I mean, it's like what was it, 2-3 laps? So like, I don't know. Probably would have maybe been able to stay ahead of the drivers behind him.
But maybe not though, because looking at Thomas, he's 40 seconds behind Mossy, and with the softs, Mossy could potentially get the fastest lap and get that extra point, I guess.
Yep, potentially. I'm not very certain it's worth if pitting at this point is worth 25 seconds with 3 laps to go, but I'm also not really sure how bad damage was.
Yeah, and he did
So
actually. Thomas might even pass him after the line because of the penalties as well. But here we go, 2 more laps remaining. Satoshi driving a really excellent drive ever since he's gotten the lead. No mistakes from him. All these gaps forming again. At this point, we just gotta wait for the race then. I don't think we'll see anything change unless someone has a really big incident.
Yeah, gaps have really been the same-ish for most drivers, kind of increasing a little bit.
One definitely must wonder what happened with Bugs. Very unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I think everything's basically set in stone for this race. By Mr. Grosjean's keeping his P2 if he can stay within the 3 seconds of the dump truck, and maybe Crimsonian Mossy Gaming getting the fastest lap of the race if he can do it.
Yep. And let's see, I think Crimson also has a time penalty if I'm not sure. So Legion might potentially move up by 1. I think JC also has 1 as well. Well, I'm trying to remember at least. And we are on the final lap here. Tatashi going the final time in the castle section. He must be glad he never has to take this damn corner ever again, at least for this season. And we'll just stay on board with him unless anything closes in gap-wise. For driver today, who would you recommend?
Tombus.
I mean, you know, the AI did drive for 10th place.
To be fair, it did.
From last to 10th.
Yeah.
And Mozzie does pick up the fastest lap actually, so he's gonna get that extra point away from dump truck.
Good job there.
Yeah.
Satoshi did a good job. He was, ever since Tugs retired, he commanded the race, I think. A decent job from him. Dump truck also starting on the hard, did a decent job to get himself into P2.
And here comes Satoshi winning the Baku Tier 3 Round 2 race. Dump truck is going to be right behind Grosjean. Grosjean actually might make a move at the end here just to make it look cool, but here he comes. Nope, he does get the move. So Grosjean 2nd place, dump truck in 3rd. Philo's coming up now right behind them to pick up 4th position. No frets all the way in the 3rd sector or 2nd. Still a long way to go until he finishes his lap here. Fortune Hunter ends the race by crashing into the wall.
Classy way.
For sure. Hope he will end his lap before he can take a number 1. So will Limitrix. And Fortune Hunter, or no, Limitrix goes up by 1 apparently. Okay.
I guess because Hoopy has some penalties.
Okay, so we can see one little action going on here right before the end of the race here. Mozzie, half a second behind Legion. JC picks up a 5-second time penalty for unserving it, and Legion hits the wall. That's going to allow Mozzie to get past him on the final straight, on the last lap. But will they stay the same though as they come? He's right behind them, trying to get as much slipstream as possible. I don't think it will be possible, but... Oh, and I didn't actually get to see if he moved up or down, so...
Yeah, Legion got a position because Moss had a penalty, I think.
Yeah. What an interesting way to end off today's race here.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Satoshi for winning the race. Grosjean for 2nd, and Dump Truck for 3rd. It's been very entertaining. Let's get these interviews up and running in just a second. I just want to see incidents tab and all that cool junk. Here you can see only 3 people gotten penalties, so yeah, not bad. Not bad for the Thunderdome week. And here you can see all the warnings. Not many incidents from the incidents tab. Nice to see. Here you can see tire strategy here. 4 stops from Fortune Hunter.
400 might get himself some points on that force stop, because I would guess that Thomas would be removed from standings, as I don't think he's an official driver.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have some admin tell us what's going on with that. If one of y'all are listening, I don't know. Maybe it is someone who just changed their name. But I don't know, he was ghosted the whole time, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So let's pull up these interviews in just a second. Nope, not that one. Oh shit, none of you saw that. It's okay.
Oh. The homework folder open.
I'm just gonna have to find the picture real quick. I'm sorry guys, I had to rush. Why is it not finding? No, this is MP4s. Oh no, I'm fucking up. It's okay. We still have to give the drivers some time to, settle down real quick. Don't worry about me. 1 second. No, where is it? Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. I saved it right before we started. Why can't I find it?
I can send it to you if you really wait. I've dropped it in the...
Oh, wait, no. Fuck, okay, I downloaded the wrong picture, that's why I downloaded One Piece replay. Hold up, I need the one that Jensen made. I'm sorry, guys. I had to rush. I gotta scroll all the way up now. Okay, I got it. We're good. Let me just name it something easy, like 0000000. Okay. We're having technical difficulties, but it's okay. Okay, where the hell is it? I can't find it again. Why do I have so many pictures? Okay, we found it. We're good. Okay, interview time. Okay, how do we grab people? Do I have the power to move people?
I believe we do.
Alright, let's grab Satoshi. Hello, Satoshi.
Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations on your win.
Wow, thank you very much.
Big gamer.
Yeah, I'm a big gamer. But thank you.
So do you have any thoughts about it? Because Pugs was in the lead for a couple laps, and then, he unfortunately crashed. But you did a really good job. You didn't get into any incidents. You didn't have any mistakes of your own.
Yeah, basically... So I was expecting more from quali. Like, I wanted to do like the same lap as Tugs did. I did that lap on practice, but it didn't really work out on Rio. And then usual bad start from me. I got passed by Kryptonium, and then the crash happened like a lap later or something. And yeah, I was really scared that I'm going to crash into them, and then not. So yeah.
Big relief moment.
yeah. So, and then I was trying to have the pace to Grosjean. I don't know how I have to say his name. So, but the Haas and Philoctetes, and then it worked out when I was ending my stint, and then the McLaren was faster, clearly, and then it was Dump Truck who had a really good pace, especially with that strategy. So I would give him the driver of the day, to be honest. And then I was just try to drive the car, like not crash to anywhere, and be cautious to keep the lead, and at the same time having pace.
Yeah, you did a good job on that though, for sure.
Thank you.
You built a really nice gap between Grosjean.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really hard race for me. I had to really concentrate on every lap, so...
Yeah, it's definitely Baku's one of those tracks where if you just have a second of non-focus, you end up hitting the wall. If you're not paying attention enough.
Yeah. I paid really attention to the track, and yeah. And huge shout out for the lapped cars who were really nice. So yeah, thank you. Especially, I know that the ghosting thing happened, but yeah, they were really nice. Letting us, so yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you. Also, you're our driver of the day as well. Forgot to mention. So congratulations on that as well.
Thank you very much. But
All right.
I want to give it to Dump Truck, to be honest. For if my vote counts.
I don't know.
No. Yeah, I think there's a good few decent drives.
Yeah,
in
there's
this
a
race,
lot
I
of
think.
people who did really good this race, so it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to pick one. But anyway, yeah, thank you. I'll just move you back in now.
Thank you very much, guys. See ya.
Yeah, see you next week, mate.
Okay, so we can grab either the alphas or no fret. Which one do you want?
He would have finished further up. I think no threat did, so let's get him in.
All right. No fret. Hello.
No.
Well, I just want to congratulate you on a really excellent drive. You know, I believe you started in the bottom 10 and you finished. Where did you finish again? Fifth. Yeah, fifth. Yeah, you did a really good job. Do you have any thoughts about that race?
Few incidents.
Few incidents.
I was last by the second corner.
Oh
I
yeah.
had to recover from
Monk
that.
has. That usually is unoptimal.
Got forced onto the runoff, so I had to kind of get out of that.
Hmm.
But other than that, not bad. To be fair.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people didn't have many penalties, even though we did see a couple of incidents on our end. But I thought you did a pretty good race, starting from 11 to finish 10. It's going to give you some well-earned 10 points right there. For sure.
Yeah.
So is that all? You have anything
Well,
else to say?
Not really much to say. I was on my own for most of it, so.
Alright. Well, yeah. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Alright, let's bring the Alpha Boys. Hello, Alpha Boys.
Hello.
Any interesting thoughts on your guys' race? Because I do remember one little moment. I don't know who it was. I think it might have been Mossy who kind of pushed Fortune Hunter out of the way a bit.
Fortune Hunter.
I believe, I don't know, someone, one of you.
One of the alphas.
Yeah.
I think I was. Did I touch him?
Let me turn you up a bit. Yeah, I think you tapped him and he punted himself into the wall around sector 2 or something.
You know, he ran very wide first at this chicane, and then he came back on me. Like I have to go on other racing lines, so you know, could be possible. So if so, I have to apologize about it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think Fortune might have lost a little bit beforehand, and then kind of went into him because he didn't have much time to react. I think is what happened, but I'm not exactly sure. But
I don't
Yeah.
know, but it doesn't felt like
Mm.
I've touched him, but I didn't have recorded it. You
Mm.
know, I don't know. I don't think I've touched him, but if so, I have to apologize.
Yeah.
Wasn't my fault about it. I'm sorry.
I know. On stream, I was like, wow, what the hell? Like, really?
Yeah, well, actually, I don't know. Lap 2? Mosey told me lap 2. There was a big accident.
Oh, yeah.
Tax. How is he called? I never can
Tux?
remember the name. Tux. He lost it.
Yeah, Bugs, he completely lost it. That was crazy. Oh, did you guys get hit during that?
I really like Ferrari, but not in my face.
Well, we have that like a really good angle. I don't know if you want to re-see it and put it in reports or anything. I mean, I thought that was kind of crazy move by him.
No. I don't want to report him for that because every could lose the rear at that point. So why should I report him for what?
I don't know. I feel like you should rewatch the angle. It kind of goes straight into you or someone.
Nah, I don't think. For what should I report him for? Bad hairstyle or what?
Yes, anything. I just like to see reports, honestly.
Sorry, no, I don't report him for that because it could also be me who's losing the rear at that point. So why should I?
I guess.
I think the situation after the crash was quite messy because the whole sector was yellow and everyone tries to line up, and then we are driving into each other. So I had also front wing damage. But,
Satoshi was the lucky one.
Satoshi was the lucky one.
And he did not got spun by the accident, and I got completely 360 degrees plus 180 degrees spun around.
Yeah, Crimson, you had a really good start, and then, yeah, unfortunately, what happened to Fugs happened.
So now, I think it wasn't a good start. I talked with Satoshi after the race a little bit, and he told me he got a bad start.
I don't know, I just saw you in second right away, I'm like, whoa, okay. The start was really weird because you guys ghosted and like didn't move for a second, so I thought the lobby was screwed up.
Yeah, it's typical Codemasters. I don't know. But actually, there are some points. Mosey drove the fastest lap.
Yeah.
And that's another point. So, and very nice stuff for the stats. So
For
far,
sure.
I can say.
Guys gonna win some more points for Alpha.
I hope so.
We hope so. Yeah.
Maybe it's getting more. Maybe there's a win coming through. We don't know.
I feel like eventually you guys will get at least one this season.
I hope that's a goal.
You guys have kind of been a little bit unlucky, in my opinion. I feel like it's finally going to even out eventually, one of these races.
Yes. Yeah, well, but nothing we can do about it. I mean, these things happens in life.
I feel you.
Yeah, well, yes, that's my thought to the race. After the accident was a little bit messy. I lost it a few times, and then I decided, come on, go on the whites, go on the hards, and drive through. And in the end, the rear right was, I think, 80% or what.
Damn.
But yeah, well, it was tight. There was not much rubber left. But yeah, I made it through, so no problem about that.
Alright. Is that all? We have Tipsy Bob in here. I don't know if he wants to say anything.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Objectively, no.
What do you mean, no? I've come to lighten this place up. Guys, just everyone sounds so depressed.
And lucky.
I've been up since 8 a.m. I'm tired as hell.
I've been up since 6 a.m.
What were you changing your carpet?
Just had an epic race. Get the fire back, guys. Come on.
The race died after lap 12, my final message.
I was watching the whole thing with the lads. It was a good laugh.
Yeah, because I was commentating, obviously.
The comments were definitely, or the chat was definitely living up.
The chat was the highlight of the race.
The chat was actually really enjoyable, to be fun. I kind of was involved in the chat more than watching the race, to be fair. But still,
You're involved in chatting shite about me,
excuse me, but
Not
that's
right.
that is all there is ever to talk about you, Milo.
SMH.
Well, then I have to rewatch the stream right now. If it was so funny, because the race for me was not so funny.
It wasn't funny because my mic was broken apparently. I got
Frick.
sad.
Oh well, that's not a problem.
It was a problem.
The best moment of the entire race was whenever T-Logs did a dive around a corner that no one ever tries to dive on. That was the best moment of the race.
I think I've done that move on AI before. If I'm honest.
Wow,
But the AI was very much dead.
Let's be honest, everyone drives like total assholes against the AI.
Oh yeah.
Difference
I have murdered many AI cars.
So have I. Problem is, people don't realize that they need to drive like normal people when they're on online lobbies.
guys, I'm gonna end the stream off now. I'm just gonna tell everyone, check us out tomorrow for Tier 2 in Baku, and then on Saturday, Tier 1 will be in Baku. So I hope everyone here has a good day. And yeah, good night.
Good night from my side.